The rate at which Home Office is refusing visas now is really alarming. Quite a good number of people that I know that even contacted me with their refusal letter that they applied for a UK visa. Some of them were invited for an interview, and at the end of the day, the Home Office responded to them that they didn't pass the interview. So they are not sure if they're actually qualified for the job they are coming for. And also some students as well who applied for UK visas as well have got their visas refused. Now, if we all know that the UK visa processing time is usually 3 weeks, and if you pay for priority service, it could take up to 5 working days, and if you pay for super priority service, it could take up to 24 hours. So with what is going on right now, the Home Office is not keeping up the dates they have promised that they are going to process your visa, whether you're in the UK or you're outside the UK. So this video, I've got a new update about the visa processing time, especially if you're coming to study or you're coming to work, and also the documentation as well before you submit your visa application. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, like you know, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs or visa sponsorship in the UK, UK immigration updates, which I'm about to share one right now, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, without taking so much of your time, let's quickly dive right into today's video. So like I earlier mentioned, that I'll be talking about the visa processing time, just in case you're applying for your student visa or you're applying for your skilled worker visa or any other category of visa, whether visiting visa. Like we know that the usual processing time for visas is 3 weeks, but now with everything going on right now, will I say is the new government? I don't really think it's a new government, because even when the former government was there, it was still the same experience. Quite a good number of people have applied for their visa and they actually paid for priority. And like you know, the priority service, it takes up to 5 working days for you to get a decision. But now, even after the 5 working days, you're still waiting to hear from Home Office. And next thing, they send you an invitation for an interview. And at the end of the day, they say, oh, sorry, you did not pass your interview, so we are not convinced you're actually coming to study or you're coming to work in the UK. And that is it. You have to start all over again. So now there is a message from the British High Commission. Those who are planning to apply for their visa, like we know, this is the summer period, and during summer, a lot of people travel out of the country. A lot of people come to the UK for holiday, which further delays UK visa processing time. So just in case you're planning to study in September, which is not really far from now, which is next month, you have to start your application and make sure that your documentations are all complete. Now, a lot of people have been scammed as well. I'm also going to share that in this video, because I had a consultation with someone that was scammed about UK visa. So you have to be very vigilant so you don't get scammed by any, is it an agent or whoever they call themselves, collecting money from you just in the name of giving you UK visa. So we've got a message for every student planning to apply for September start. So I'll just leave that on the screen to play, and after that I'll come back with the new updates.
My name is Jill Lever, the British Deputy High Commissioner to Nigeria. My message today is for everyone planning to travel to the UK as we enter the holiday season and peak period for student visa applications. We're encouraging everyone making plans for a UK holiday or to study in the UK to apply early for their visas to avoid delays. Currently, visit visas are taking about 3 weeks to process, from submitting an application to receiving a response from the UK visa team. Student visas can take between 3 to 5 weeks due to high demand. For urgent travel, please do use our priority or super priority services, but beware of fraudsters claiming guaranteed UK visas. Decisions on applications are based on a variety of criteria, so I beg, shine your eye well, no fall for scam. And make sure you complete your application personally, on time, with all the required documents, as listed on the gov.uk website, where you can find visa costs and further advice. Please take extra care to submit the right documents according to the online guidance.
You have to be very vigilant. We had a section with someone who actually did all the processing, like she was in the process of getting the UK visa before we got to find out that it was a scam. So what happened was, the agent who she was working with created an acceptance letter for her sent her an account. You know, she couldn't pay the money directly for part of her school fees in the UK. So the agent sent her an account to pay the money so he will be able to transfer to the school and send the receipt to her that he has transferred to the school so that she can get her cars. So she came to me for a one-to-one section and she told me about how far she has come, that she just needed to get her cars from the school. And once she gets her cars, she is going to show me the cars and she'll go ahead to apply for a UK visa. Knowing that the agent was actually the one that did a fake offer letter, a fake acceptance letter, and generated how much she needed to pay. Like, the agent did everything, but only to find out that this girl did not even get admission in the university that the agent did all of this. Because when I contacted the university, I was like, oh, I'm calling on behalf of so person, that she's going to send an email for permission to discuss. Of course, they will check the name of the person and they will say, okay, tell the person to email us to say that you can discuss anything about the person on their behalf. When I called the name of this candidate, and they found out that this name does not even exist on the student portal. And at that point, we had to start calling the agent. And as I speak to you, the agent is not taking the call. After this agent has taken the consultation fee for the visa process, I think she has spent almost 4.5 million thereabouts. She said about over 3,000 pounds or so she has spent already. So you have to shine your eye when dealing with agent. Now, when it comes to student visa, you can actually do your application yourself, and all you need to do is just to check on the government website, just like she has said, to get the required documents. Most importantly, your bank statement, to be sure that your bank statement is not less than, I would say, 35 days. If it's less than that and the exchange rate has changed, then you may be affected, because when they check how much you're supposed to have compared to what you have paid, then your visa may be refused if it's not the exact amount the UK Home Office is looking out for. When it comes to the student visa, just like you heard in the video, normally it should take up to 3 weeks when it comes to student visa. But with what is going on now, holiday, and trust me, apart from the summer holidays, some of the staff, of course, they book for their holidays and they are not even in the office. So it will further delay how long your student visa will take. So if you're looking at starting your studies in September, guys, this is the best time for you to apply for your visa, because it's no longer 15 working days, which is originally 3 weeks. It could take up to 5 weeks to process. And if you're coming as a skilled worker, normally, just as you can see on my screen, they've got 3 weeks. But guys, I have to be very honest with you, I've seen a lot of people that applied that it took up to 5 weeks. Some took up to 4 weeks, some took up to 5, some 6, and so actually just slightly above 3 weeks. So if you're planning to move to the UK for your studies, originally it should be 3 weeks, but from what it takes, it could take up to 5 weeks. If you're coming for visiting, it should be 3 weeks, but it could take up to 5 weeks or more. It depends on the time. And for those who said, oh, Fajira, I want to apply for my student visa or visit visa or my work visa and I'll pay for priority, guys, the 5 working days for the priority service, which you have to pay at £700 for that, it takes longer than 5 working days. You should be expecting your visa, even if you have paid for priority service, let's say at least 10 working days or more. Yeah, 10 working days or more, even if you paid for the priority service. So you just have to know this. So in case you're submitting your application, if you're not in a hurry, then there is even no point at paying for the priority service. And for super priority service, I think the fee for super priority service now is about £1,000, and your visa is supposed to be processed within 24 hours. But guys, from what it is now, it takes longer than 24 hours. So just to prepare your mind, especially for those who are coming for September studies, guys, hurry now and send in your application. And like I said, and like you could hear from the British High Commissioner, please ensure that you add all the documents, because you don't want to submit your visa application and at the end of the day the Home Office emails you to bring this, because once you receive that email from Home Office, they tell you that you've got 10 working days to respond today, and now that will further eat up the time that your visa would have been processed. So please, if you're planning to apply for your student visa, hurry now, send in your application and make sure that you submit all the documents. For work visa is also 3 weeks, but don't expect it in 3 weeks. Like I said, just prepare your mind for at least 6 weeks. Then if it comes out before then, thank God. If you are invited for an interview and you do very well during the interview and your visa is approved, thank God. But in most cases, we all know that the UK government is actually trying to cut down net migration. So out of, let's say, 10 people apply for UK visa, at least 7 are invited for an interview. Please, if you're watching this video right now and you were invited for an interview, please just leave in the comment section. And if you could also help other people watching this video to leave the questions you were asked as well, to enable them prepared, please, that would be nice, because quite a good number of people have been invited for an interview and majority of them that have come across did not pass the interview. If you're planning to apply for your UK visa, if you're coming for work, make sure you know everything that has to do with the job you're coming for. Make sure you have an idea of what you're coming to the UK to do, because I will ask you. And just in case you don't know, or maybe you bought a COS and you did not know what the COS was meant for, they will definitely know, and the next phase is just to refuse you your visa. So ensure you read everything about the job you're coming for, update your CV to meet the requirements of the job you have applied for, and also look out for some interview questions. I'll be compiling some very soon from those who had their interviews with Home Office. Once I get all of the questions, I will share with you so you can also do your independent research. So guys, this is just what it is, a recent update, especially for students who are planning to study in September. Hurry now, send in your application as soon as possible. Like you could hear from the British High Commissioner that you have to ensure that all your documentation, your documents are complete, and shine your eye, beware of scam, don't fall for it. Okay, so guys, we've actually come to the end of today's video, and if you find this video helpful, please do like and share. And if you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.